haven't made any decision on whether or not we are going to engage in airstrikes at this stage. What we're doing here is building a coalition, assessing what different countries are willing and able to do, building that coalition as broad as possible and agreeing common objectives across it. And this meeting this morning has been a very positive step forward in that process.
This may seem like a very basic question, but as regards Mr. Henning, why can't the SAS just go into Free?
Because we don't know where he is.
If we knew where he was, would that be an option?
It's as simple as that. Obviously, if we knew where he was, we would be able to look at all sorts of options, but we don't know where he is. And we've considered every possible option to support these kidnapped victims, both British and others. And if we knew where they were, it would be a different story, but we don't know where they are. Well, I'm sorry if I created confusion last Thursday. I gave a perfect explanation of the government's position in relation to airstrikes against the Syrian regime. But of course what people are talking about here is the possibility that there may be some action against ISIL in Syria at some point in the future. I've said already in Parliament that would be an order of magnitude more difficult than airstrikes in Iraq for all sorts of reasons, military, legal and technical. But we haven't ruled it out. We haven't made a decision yet about how we will best contribute to the coalition effort against ISIL. But I have said this morning in the meeting that Britain is clear that it will play a leading role in this coalition. Yes, I think we're building momentum, and momentum is critically important. Having a coming together today of 30-odd countries, including 10 from the Middle East region, following the meeting in Jeddah last week, shows that we are building the momentum of support for the coalition and its objectives. In terms of Iran, I think it was always unlikely that Iran would become a fully fledged member of the coalition, but I think we should continue to hope that Iran will align itself broadly with the direction that the coalition is going, and that we can expect Iran to be cooperative with the plans that the coalition is putting in place, if not actively a part of the coalition. I should say that, of course, our thoughts and sympathies are with the family of Mr. Haines, and we understand that Mr. Henning's family are going through hell at the moment. It's a terrible time for them. We are doing everything that we can to protect him, but they understand, because we've explained to them in detail, they understand the limitations of our abilities, and that we are dealing with a very barbaric organisation whose values are completely different from ours. So we have to work on two levels here. We have to do what we can to protect the individual in question, but we also cannot be deterred from our strategic objective of crushing ISIL and the barbarous ideology that it is trying to impose on the region.